The Oakland Raiders set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Trying to lay one up deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vinny Curry coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
To throw Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Second down, Mariota. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Now Wentz on the bootleg, escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 at 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. Here's Wentz to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Williams, the man in motion left. Now Wentz on third down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And he motions the wide receiver. Wentz going to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. They'll get 23 yards there. And the Chargers are going to have a first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. They juked him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Cliff Averill in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Third and long here for Mariota. The left side completion to Jones. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the 7th-year man, Chris Jones, on to kick. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here again is McKinnon. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. And now running right through it. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, L.A. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It
certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. gains yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Play action now. Mariota eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Alec Ogletree in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They run it with McKinnon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Wentz now to throw. Steps away to his left. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now McKinnon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Halfback sent in motion. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Mariota now on 2nd down. On the right side, caught by Green. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. An update from out in Kansas City. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now a play fake. Wentz. Caught left side, Williams. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Williams, the man in motion left. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And Brate, the tight end's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When we talk about Harvard, you know we're going to talk about academics, but in this case, let's talk about a big year Cameron Brate had in 2016, the tight end.
Finished with 57 catches, 660 yards, and also 8 scores. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. Now Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
No, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Well, the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Now Wentz again. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the 4th-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and you got to think if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
First down, Mariota. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. Mariota going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that good feeling and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. The slot man in motion right. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for the Chargers on third down. 62 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Here's McKinnon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They run once more with McKinnon. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
McKinnon, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ogletree in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Second down now after the pass completion. On play action, Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll send Williams in motion right. The Wentz going to try and throw on third. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Mariota now from the 50. And Green with a catch left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mariota on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Second down, Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Wentz going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Williams, the man in motion left. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Vinny Curry in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Sharif Floyd coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And now here come the Raiders. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving.
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Vincent Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Something to think about with these Chargers. They had 4 losses a season ago when leading with 3 minutes or less.
So you think that their fans right now, they're hopeful, but not necessarily expecting it to go their way.
Yeah, not counting their chickens just yet. On play action, it's Wentz. And the Raiders have got him. Vinny Curry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Mariota to throw it. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different blocking. Sometimes you get great blocking from the other wide receivers helping you. And how about sometimes getting it from the offensive linemen who sell it like a regular screen pass and then get out in front of the receiver and help him get downfield.
A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Mariota. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Williams, the man in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Now Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Akeem Hunt now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Chargers on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders are going to win the football game. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They run the counter now on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Handoff as they run the counter play. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. And this score will stay right where it is. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, that looked to be good the whole way.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, Charles.